But in China, it's a different story. Communist leaders in China are implementing new restrictions on media and internet freedoms. Some examples include ordering 34 major TV stations last week to air no more than 2 90-minute entertainment shows each per week, implementing an internet management system that regulates and punishes those who spread, quote, harmful information on social networks, and requiring all bloggers to register their real names and identification numbers. God, Jamie, what would you do in this type of system?
First of all, I just say when I did the Tonight Show, the sun was never in my house. It's a real welcome to the internet. I mean, you can't really, that's intense, man. Yeah. But I mean, look, isn't Google trying to penetrate the firewall? Isn't that still hard for them to do? So China's its own rules, so that's a little harsh, but I mean,
well, what we've seen with social media, with the Arab Spring, and even with Occupy Wall Street, is it possible for the government to really control the internet and how digitally connected we are?
They can do it up to a point, but at the end of the day, I mean, there's so many different ways for people to get information through things like this, and to be honest, it just kind of shows how kind of, you know, old thinky they are. I was actually trying to look up something
I like that.
was very like eloquent, and I came up with old thinky.
Old thinky.
I was like nihilistic. No, that's not it. I was like,
well, there's actually
old thinky. Let's go.
A Buzz in the Tor project. There are people that create internet-connected devices that worked in Egypt. The fact is, you can bypass anything these days if you really want to.
People are putting them up in cafes and stuff, just like dropping briefcases and leaving, and they're like open Wi-Fi hotspots to satellite phones.
Yeah.
I made a lot of that up.
Dropping briefcases?
Yeah, I made a lot of that.
You know about the hackers.
There was something in there. There was something in truth.
Dude, is that a bomb? No, it's just Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's just Wi-Fi. It's a social bomb.
Speaking of social bombs, we have a comment in our chill room. Not necessarily a social bomb, social comment. Bic32 says China does a good job of controlling censoring. I have friends in China that sometimes can get around the censorship, but eventually the government there finds out and blocks them. Yeah. So it just seems like it's an ongoing issue for people there.
It's digital whack-a-mole.
Well, should it be a human right, being able to connect to the internet in the way you want to and not get censored online?
I don't know, man.
That's serious.
One of the first sites I ever saw was it something Rotten? Remember Rotten.com?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wish I never saw that site. Yeah. It was the worst images ever created by man on the web, and I wish I never saw it. So there's stuff on the web that just should not be seen.
Well, definitely, but it's more censoring people. Like,
if you want to send goatse to your friend, like, you should be able to do that.
Exactly, but like, if I have a kid someday, you know, I don't want them gone. I mean, kids
more
can
the government with
now.
Information that, you know, is needed to be shown to the public, but gets censored, like whistleblowers and everything like that.
Oh, well, that's not fair, but you know, I mean, you can't control China.
Yeah,
it's true.
You're like,
that is.
Are they
You're scared, Jamie. You're scared.
Isn't there a billion Chinese?
Yeah. Well, China's largest microblogging site, Sina Weibo, that has almost 300 million users, was criticized by China's Communist Party for allowing scandals to spread online unchecked. Recently hired 1,000 new staff to monitor messages.
This is really serious. Let's go back to the Kardashian wedding. Jesus, this is really.
What's trending? Would love to know your unchecked ideas, including your thoughts on the Kardashian wedding, if you want to talk about that. There's lots of ideas on the web out there. So keep letting us know your thoughts in the chat room and by tweeting us throughout the show at What's Trending.